Hi guys, welcome to Code Bashers. Today's question is robot bounded in a circle. In this question, we are given an infinite plane and a robot is standing on that plane. A robot is initially placed at 0, 0 and he is facing north side. The robot can receive one of the three instructions, that is G, L and R. G means he has to go 1 unit ahead in which direction he is facing. L means he has to turn 90 degrees on its axis towards the left side. R means he has to turn 90 degrees on its axis towards right side. Now these instructions have to be performed by robot, and he can perform these instructions as many times as he wants, that is infinite times. Now we have to return true if there exists a circle in the plane such that robot never leaves the circle. So now what we have to do in the question? In this question, we have to return true when a circle is found, and when the circle is found, it means that the starting position and the ending position of the robot after doing certain instructions is same. So we have to return true in this case. Now let's look at the examples for this code. Now we are given a infinite grid and a robot placed on it, that is initially positioned at 0, 0 and it is facing north side. Now we are given the set of instructions which we have to follow, and then tell whether the robot follows circular path or not. So now first it is 0, 0 and first instruction is G. G means it has to move by 1 unit in the direction which he is facing. So he is facing north, so it will move by 1 unit. So now the robot is here. Now again it has encountered G. So now again it will move 1 unit ahead in north direction only. Now L means the robot has to turn left by 90 degree on its axis. This means that it was initially facing north, now he will be facing left because it has turned left. Now again L has encountered, so now it is facing west and again it is turned left by 90 degree, so now it will be facing south. Now G has occurred, so now it has to move 1 unit in south direction because it is facing south. So now robot is moved by 1 unit in south direction. Now again it has encountered G, so now again it will be moved by 1 position. Now after performing these instructions, it has reached at its initial position, that is 0, 0. So once it has reached its initial position, so it has covered a circular path and hence the answer will be true for this case. Now let's look at instruction 2. We have to keep in mind that we can perform these set of instructions infinite many times. Like first we have performed this instruction, then again we have performed this instruction. So we have to make sure that robot covers circular path. Now second type of instruction is G, L. Robot is initially at 0, 0 and is facing north side. Now it has encountered G, so it will move 1 unit in north side. Now it has encountered L. Now it is facing north, but when it has encountered L, it will turn 90 degree and will face west. Now the robot is facing west direction. Now our instruction is over. So when first time our instruction is over, a robot is facing west side and it has been moved by 1 unit. So when we will keep repeating this instruction many times. Then what will happen? It will move 1 unit in west direction and again turn left, and now it is moving it is facing at south direction. Now again we will repeat the instruction. It will move by 1 unit in south direction and again it is turned to left. Now it is facing east and again it will move by 1 direction and it will be facing north now. So after this instruction is repeated 4 times, it has reached its final position, that is 0, 0. So we have to keep one thing in mind, that when we perform the set of instruction for the first time, that is when our robot was here and was facing west, we have performed this. So in this case also we can reach our original position. So we have 2 conditions here. If after performing the set of instruction for the first time, the robot reaches its initial position only, then the answer we will be returning is true. And the another condition is that when a robot has completed the set of instruction for the first time and he is not facing north, it means it is not facing at its initial direction, then also we will return true, because when we will repeat this instruction many times, then every time he will reach its original position. So yes, these are the two conditions in which we have to return true. One is that it reaches its initial position, and another condition is that it might be facing in any other direction other than north. So this was the example. So now let's look at the approach we will be using. In this kind of approach we will be using two hash maps. Why two hash maps? Because in the first hash map we will store the direction in which he will be facing when it turns right or left. Means initially it was facing north, but when it encountered left or right, then it will be facing west when it encountered left, and it will be facing east when it encountered right, when initially it was facing north. And again in this, when initially it was facing south, and when it is encountered left, it will be facing east, and when it will encounter right, it will be facing west. So this was the key and value pair of the first hash map. First key was the initial direction in which it was facing, and the value is that in value also there are two values. The first value is the direction it will be facing when it turns left, and the second value is the direction it facing when it turns right. So we can take a pair here, value pair here. So this was the first hash map which will decide the direction. Now what is the second hash map doing? The second hash map will store the change in the coordinates when we have to move using G. Now our robot was initially at 0, 0. Now it has encountered G. So what we will do, it has encountered G and now it will be moving the direction he is facing. Suppose the direction he is facing is north only. So now 0, 0 is its initial position, and when it will be moving in north direction, then these values will be added in its x and y coordinate. That is, in 0, 0, 0 will be added with 0 and another 0, that is the y axis will be added with 1. So when this will happen, it will give us the new coordinates. Now the new coordinates when our robot has moved will be 0, 1. So these are the values of the second map. That is, when it will give us, the first value will give us the change in x coordinate, and the second value will give the change in the y coordinate. So using these two hash maps we will be solving this question. So now let's look at the code. So now I have already made two hash maps. First hash map will give the new direction in which we will be facing when we are encountered left or right. In first hash map, first the key will be the direction initially we are facing, and the value will be a pair which will give us the direction in which we will be facing when encountered left or when encountered right. The first value of pair will give the direction when we have encountered a left, and the second value of the pair will give us the direction which we will be facing when we have encountered a right. So this was the first hash map, and here the key will be the direction in which we are initially facing. Now the second hash map. The second hash map also, the key will be the direction in which we are facing, and the second hash map will give us the change in the coordinates which will happen when we move in a particular direction. Like in this, the key will be the direction in which we are facing and the change in the coordinates which will happen when we will move in that particular direction. Like when in north there is 0, there is the change of 0 in the x axis direction, and there will be change of 1 in the y axis direction. So this is how these two hash maps are created. Now I have taken the initial position of the robot, that is I equal to 0 and j equal to 0. This is the initial position of robot, and initial facing direction also. This facing variable tells us the direction in which the robot is currently facing. So now what we have to do, we are given the instructions. If in instruction there are three possible cases, like if we encountered a L, or if we encountered a R, or if we encountered a G. So let's see what we have to do in that cases. Now if we have encountered a left, so when we have encountered a left, we will be turning on our own axis towards left direction. So our new facing will become the hash map of direction, that is this hash map, direction hash map, the direction in which we are currently facing, and the first value of this. Now suppose we are facing at north direction. Now we have encountered a left instruction. So what we will do, we will find the north in our hash map as a key, the direction in which we are currently facing, and when we have encountered a left, we will take the first value from the pair, that is west. Now our new facing will become the west, that is direction of north. Here it is north dot first, the first value is west. Now when we have encountered left, we will be facing west side. Now this was the case when we have encountered a L. Now what we have encountered a right. Now when we have encountered a right, our new facing will become we will look into the hash map and the facing which we are facing currently dot second value. Like now suppose we are currently facing at north direction. Now we have encountered a right. So in which direction we will be now facing? It will be equal to the north in the key of the hash map and the second value which will be giving the right, which will be giving the direction in which we will be seeing when turned right. So when we are currently facing at north and we have encountered a right turn, we will be facing east, which will be a second value. So this will be direction we are currently facing dot second value. Now when we have encountered a G, we have to move one step forward in that direction we are facing. So what will be the changes in the I coordinate, that is the x axis, that will be equal to moves, the key will be the direction in which we are currently facing dot first value gives the change in the x axis direction, change in the coordinate value in the x axis direction. Now the change in the j axis, that will be equal to moves the direction in which we are facing dot second value. Let's see it. Now suppose we are facing north and our initial position is I equal to 0 and j equal to 0, that is at origin. So when we have encountered G, we have to move one unit in the upward direction, in the northward direction. So how we will find what is the change in the coordinate? So we have made a hash map, that is moves, whose key is the direction in which we are facing currently. We are facing north. First value will represent the change in the x axis when we have moved one step ahead in that direction, and second value will be change in the y axis when we have moved one step ahead in that direction. So the new position will be I plus equal to the direction in which you are facing, and in that also the first value will represent the change in the x axis, and the second value will be representing the change in the y axis. So after this I and j are updated. Now once this loop is over, we have followed all the instructions, and now if our I double equivalent to 0 and j double equivalent to 0, it means that after following the instructions, all the instructions, we have again come back to our original position, like in this case. After following these instructions, we have came back to our origin as well, origin only. So in this case we will return true. This was the case when we have come back to the origin. Now but in the second case, when this case was there, after completing the instruction, our robot has moved one step in the north direction and was facing west. It means if we keep on repeating these set of instruction, then there will come a point when the robot will come back to origin, because it is still not facing north. So in this case, if our current facing is not equal to north, then we will return true, else we will return false. Like in this case, after this instruction was completed, our current facing was west and it was not equal to north. So it will return true in this case. So this was our entire code. So I will run this code first. So our answer is right. Now let's submit it. So it is getting accepted. So guys, I hope you liked the video. Thank you.